Okay, so here what I'm going to be doing is cutting in against the ceiling here, and I have a 3-inch brush here. Now, I normally use a 2.5, but I want the camera to see what the brush does, so I'm going to use a bigger brush here. So I'm just going to load up the tip of the brush here, and I'm going to transfer it just below the wall there, and come across with the brush here. And now turn it around and come back the opposite way there. Okay, now I'm going to come into it here and grab some paint and then work it up into the corner there, and then just pull across. And I'm overlapping ever so slightly onto the ceiling there, to create a straight line, and B, to go over the green paint that was previously on there. So I'm going to feather this off here, and that takes care of that there. So I'm just going to move the ladder over here and come back up here. Now I'm going to reload it here again, just on the tip of it there, and come right here and transfer it, and just come like 3/4 of an inch below that. Turn the brush around, come back the other way, and now, so now there is a bead of paint that lies like a 1/2 inch below the edge of the ceiling where I want to transfer it. So I'm going to come into it like that, and that I'm not happy with, so I'm going to come back and come into it and just work it in and pull across. And you can see how it's just the top tip of the brush that is transferring and creating that straight line there. Come here, come back, and feather that off. And feather it off by going into it there. And I'm going to reload in the corner here, put it on a 45 and work it up into the corner, and I release it. Now I'm going to clean off the brush like that twice, come into it, work the edge up, and press in and go to the left there. Okay, so that is a perfectly cut in straight there, so that when you look at it from the ground, it appears to be a straight line there. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut this left-hand side of the window casing in with my left hand here. So it starts here and it goes down to there. So I'm just going to, you can see how much paint that I have in here, and I'm just going to slowly dab it to one side and dab it to the other side. Okay, so dab it, and come up, and it's loaded up. Now I'm going to transfer it just shy of the wall there, and that creates a bead there, and then come back the other way. Now come to the top, work it into the edge, and pull down. Now it started to like come away there, so I'm going to come back into it here, come back into it to create that continuous line. I've come to the end there, all the paint is out of the brush, and I'm going to feather this off here. Okay, so I'm going to load up here again, transfer it to the wall, turn the brush around and press in and go up with it. Now grab some paint there and work this into there and just come down with it. And then feather it up by going back into it there. Now we're going to come over here, and I'm going to use my right hand here to cut the right hand side of the casing in here. So I'm going to load it up here, and then just come close to it. Press in on the brush there, that goes up with it. And I'll grab some, come into it, and come down with it. Now there's a lot of paint that's starting to build up here, so, and you can see it right there, so I'm just going to dab it on like the inside here, and there's a lot of paint that's on the wall right there, so I'm just going to come into it like that, take some paint away, and then bring it out here, and then release it. So I'm going to come back into it here, bring that down, and now feather this whole area off here. Now I'm going to get down onto one knee here and do this one here. Come into it and then just come down with it. And feather this off by going back into it there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this down, and then I'm going to grab this container here, which has the white paint that we're going to paint this accent wall with. So the general rule of thumb is you want to paint the lighter color first. So this is the lighter color and it's white. So with my 2.5 inch brush, I'm just going to load up like that. And what I'm going to do is come up here and I'm just going to overlap onto this wall here. Okay, so don't try to cut a straight line yet. So just get the paint in the corner there. And so it's in the corner there. I'm going to load up again and go up with it and down with it. And now there is some paint that is on this wall here, which is fine, but you just want to feather that off there. So I'll feather that off there, and now I'm going to come down here and just go up with it here. And just make sure that the sides are feathered off there. So I'm going to reload it there. That's what it looks like there. And then just come into the corner. I'm going to load up again. Come back into it. And go up with it. Okay, now I'm going to feather this off here, this wall here. And now I'm going to feather this right-hand side off here. And then I'll come down to the bottom and go up with it there. Now I got a little bit on the wall here, so I'm going to feather this side off here again. And come down and go up with it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut in the top and the bottom, and then I'm going to come to the right-hand side there, and I'm going to do like the same thing there. Okay, so we're going to put this down here. There's a magnet here, so the brush sticks there. So what we're going to do is we're going to come into this room here now, and we're going to start with to measure with the stripes here.